Hi everyone, my name is Susanna Mickelson and I'm a life coach and owner of Your Serenity of the Mind and Body. I'm glad to be here tonight and I wanted to take some time today to just tell you a little bit about my business and about the process of rest and Reiki and how I use that with my life coaching. I became acquainted with rest and Reiki when I became divorced after 30 years of marriage. And I have always been a person that has worn their emotions on their sleeve. And I became, after that divorce, quite reactive. And it became like that, those emotions became like a chronic sunburn, and it was like people were poking it all the time. And I had gotten a job, and at that job there was a coworker who was learning how to do rest and Reiki, and she offered to do some coaching sessions with me. And I turned her down. I thought, I have muscled through this before. I can do it again. I didn't really believe that what she would do for me was going to help, and I really couldn't afford her. And so after some time went by, she continued to ask me if I would like to do some sessions. And finally I said, okay, I'll do some sessions. But I did that more out of wanting to get her off my back, I guess. Not so much because I thought it would help, but because I just wanted her to leave me alone. So I did go ahead and do some sessions, and I found that after about 3 sessions, I didn't feel like I was as discouraged or emotionally distraught. I felt like I was devastated and alone. I felt like I didn't have control over anything. I doubted even my skills as a dental hygienist. I just didn't feel like I had any kind of control over anything. But after about 3 sessions, I started to change, and I started to notice that the things that set me off no longer affected me. And those people around me also noticed a change in me. They said I started to seem more self-confident, more assured, and I had more clarity. I decided that I wanted to be able to share that with other people. So I took the training, and I had started a life coaching business and decided I wanted to use that along with Reiki in my life coaching business. The reason that I use this in my life coaching business is because life coaching is a great thing for people. It helps you to focus on the areas that you want to change. You might have goals to make a certain amount of money or to figure out what job you want. You may have some stress in your life or a relationship issue. You may have illness. It may be children that you have issues with. There's so many things that life coaching helps with. But I felt there was a lacking with life coaching. I felt that it didn't address the emotional issues that I see so often in life coaching. And I really feel that rest helps with that. So let me just explain a little bit about what rest is. What rest does is it helps with the synapses in your mind. And so in your mind, you have patterns that have been developed over years. So this is a feather. And you know this is a feather because you have pathways in your brain that tell you that this is a feather. Now, if you didn't have those pathways in your brain to tell you this was a feather, you would be confused all the time. You would be always searching for what to say. So the synapses that help to create those pathways, and those pathways that are created when you see this feather, are very important. They help us to communicate. However, when we have pathways that are developed due to stress or trauma, those pathways repeat themselves as well. And they do not help us in our life. And so what we do with rest is we help to create new pathways, more positive pathways, so that we clear the emotions that are surrounding those traumas that that affected you, and we create new pathways, more positive ones, so that when you experience a stress, instead of you feeling those pathways, your old traumatic pathways, your brain then follows the new pathways, the more positive ones, and you're able to deal with those stress in a much more positive manner. So that is one of the things that rest does. And I have found this to be of great help to me. My clients have also found it to be a great help. With Reiki, Reiki helps to soothe the energy in your body. Sometimes you have energy that is not helping you, and I can use Reiki to soothe that energy. I can use Reiki to help heal wounds, physical or emotional wounds in your body, and it can't hurt you. That's one of the things that's really wonderful about rest and Reiki. They're treatments and therapies that will not hurt anyone. It's not like some people are afraid of hypnosis. It's not like hypnosis. This is a therapy that is done while you're awake, and it doesn't have to drudge up any kind of bad experiences. Even though we are creating new pathways in your brain, from traumatic pathways to positive pathways, we don't really bring up a lot of trauma. We don't even really have to discuss trauma unless you want to. So it's a very positive experience for you, and it will really help you to move away from those traumatic events and those emotions that are holding you back from the new you. Everyone experiences trauma in their lives. It might be something as simple as when you were a child, you fell off the teeter-totter, or you got lost in the grocery store when you were with your parents, or maybe you've been through a divorce like I have, or maybe you've lost a child, or maybe you don't even know what it is that causes you to feel anger or resentment, or maybe you wake up in the morning and you just feel disturbed or just feel tired all the time. Or maybe you wake up in the morning and you're angry and you don't know why. And people always ask you, what's the matter? Is there something I can do to help? And you don't know why they're asking you that. Rest and Reiki can help you with those things. And I would really love to help you too. That's the difference between my life coaching business and others. I address the emotional side of what is happening to you. There is not a person on the earth that hasn't experienced some kind of trauma. You don't have to classify yourself as having a mental disorder or being suicidal or anything like that. You just have to have had some kind of trauma in your life. Big, small, medium. We've all been there. We've all had it. And I can help you with that. I can help you create new pathways and create a better, more improved you. If you want to lose weight, there's an emotional response to that. If you want to find a new job, there's emotion behind that. If you have just had a new child, maybe you're having problems connecting to that child. If you have a child going off to college, there's emotion behind that. There's always an emotional connection to how we feel about things and how things are happening in our lives. And sometimes you need someone to help you with that. So that's what I do in my business. I am here for you. I am here to help you, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can contact me at any time. You can reach out to me. You can text me or email me, and I will respond. I look forward to speaking with you. Oh, I was also asked a question. What happens in the first session? So the first session when I meet with you, we will just discuss what things happen with you that are good, that are working, things that are not working. And we'll just kind of explore a little bit about what is happening in your life. And from that conversation, I'll be able to tell a little bit about you. I'll be able to tell what I can do to help you. And then we'll be able to tell whether or not we're a good fit to work together. So, and then from that first conversation, we'll set up an appointment to have your first session. So, and some people need usually at least 5 sessions. Most people will sign up for many more than that because they continue to have daily stress things that happen to them, or have small little triggers that happen and they're wanting to work through that. So I am here for you. Please give me a call, and I look forward to meeting you. Thanks.